Hey, what's up YouTubers, and welcome back to another Todd E. Walnuts unboxing video. Today I have a pretty fun story to tell you guys about a purchase I made. While I was kind of looking through eBay like I do, and I like to window shop quite a bit on different secondary markets just to constantly keep viewing to see what I need for my collection. I stumbled across a very familiar face on a eBay seller, and it's somebody I recognized. And to make a long story short, I purchased the item that I was looking for and got to talking to my old friend. Some of you guys may remember him, so stick around and let's check out the item that I bought, and we'll talk a little bit about the guy that I bought it from. And he told me he was going to not only send me the item that I purchased, but he said he was going to send a freebie. So let's take a look and see what he sent to me. I have not opened this yet. It's still taped up. I will leave his channel link below, but get yourself relaxed, get a beverage and a snack, and let's check out this unboxing here. Okay, so I just took a little knife and I sliced the tape, but I didn't look inside yet. But I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about my early days on YouTube without boring you guys to death. So I've been making videos now for about like 9 years or so, 8 or 9 years. But for about 3 or 4 years before that, I was a very avid commenter, and I was always watching a lot of different collection videos, and I really loved seeing what everybody else had in their collection. And you know, I would get some ideas for things that I wanted to grab for my collection. I was commenting quite a bit. And oh, by the way, the ladies are here today, so they want to see what Thomas sent to me. We'll talk about Thomas in a minute here. But I would say like about 8 to 10 years ago, that was kind of the golden age of YouTube as far as I'm concerned, because it was still kind of in its infancy as a channel, as a social media outlet. And a lot of people were very supportive of each other. People would comment quite a bit, a lot of thumbs up and stuff like that. It just doesn't really exist anymore. I'm not complaining, because I do have some very good supporters on my channel, and I would not trade that for anything. It was just a little different back then. You know, people were more than happy to, if I would recommend a channel or a fellow YouTuber, people would go over and say, yeah, Todd sent me, and here's a thumbs up and a comment, and you know, great job, all that good stuff. And that was when it was really, really fun. It's still fun for me. It's a hobby. I'm going to keep doing YouTube until it's not a hobby anymore, and if it starts to get kind of tedious or just boring or whatever, I'll probably drop out at some point. But for now, I'm still having a lot of fun with this. And one of the guys that I met early on was Movie Game Guy 91. I'm not going to reveal his full name just because I want to protect his privacy. His first name is Thomas, I will say that, Tommy. He's a great guy from the East Coast. And he had a really good channel. I thought he was very underrated. I'm going to leave his link down below. Actually, I'm going to leave his YouTube channel, and I'm also going to leave his eBay seller page if you guys want to go check both of those out. You can see what kind of stuff that he sells, but he's a great guy. And he would do like out and about videos when he's you know, shopping for movies, or going to like thrift shops or yard sales, stuff like that, or just going to Best Buy or whatever back in the day. And I was a follower of his channel, and he was one of the first channels I started watching. I'm still subscribed to him, but unfortunately he hasn't made a YouTube video in about 3 years. And I thought his channel was incredibly underrated. I thought more people should have been subscribed to him. I'm going to link his channel. You guys go subscribe to him, and maybe someday we can maybe convince him to come back and make more videos. Really, really cool guy, and I believe he's still subbed to me. He may not be, I'm not sure. I haven't heard from him in a while, but it was really good to see him again. When I went to, there's a particular DVD that I was looking for, and I'll show you guys that here in a minute. I do own the movie a couple different times, but I don't own this edition, and there's a reason why I wanted to buy this edition. It's for another piece that I recently picked up, and I'll show that in another video at some point. But this is kind of a companion piece to the big Grail piece that I picked up recently. Maybe some of you guys will be able to figure it out, but I'm not going to talk about that today. Let's see, what else was I going to say? I kind of got off on a little side tangent there, and let's just get into the box here. So I bought a DVD, and he sends me this big box. I really do not know what he sent to me, but he's a great guy. I clipped off his address because I am going to send him something back. And we've been kind of going back and forth through the eBay messaging. And I believe he and I are friends on Facebook, although I'm not on Facebook very much. But I'll have to look him up. Oh, looks like he left a note, so this is cool. This is just like the old days, the days that I really enjoyed the most. There are still some excellent channels here on YouTube, and I'm still really enjoying YouTube. So don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing modern YouTube. I have fond memories of the early days. So before we get into the movies, let's take a look here at the. Okay, another thing too is I noticed that he was selling this particular DVD that I bought, and he had a price on it. It was already a very fair price. But as a collector, as I'm looking at stuff, if it has a price or a best offer, I'll always try to shoot a little bit lower, just to try to, not to try to, if you're a collector and you spend a lot of money, you want to try to get things a little bit cheaper. Not that you're trying to, what's the word? I got to be careful with some of the words that I use. Sometimes can be a little bit un-PC. Not taking advantage of people or anything like that. But once I saw his picture and his little avatar, and I saw that it was him, I paid full price. I just wanted to give him the money. So you're going to find out what I bought here if you haven't read it already. It says, "Hey Todd, thanks for picking up that Zombie Dawn of the Dead DVD. I threw in some stuff you might like, or I'm sorry, you might think is cool. If you already have the stuff I sent, just pass them on to other really cool people. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. I hope you and the family have a great one, Tom." So this really brings back some memories to the early days. So Thomas, I'm not sure if you still watch my videos at all, but thank you very much for this, man. I'm going to keep this note. I'm going to fold it up, keep it inside the DVD case. I always do that when people send stuff. So you already saw what he sent to me, or you heard what he sent to me. So I never had this edition of this movie. This is the European cut, or the Argento cut, as it's also known as, of Dawn of the Dead. And this is the longest version of the movie. They're calling it here the rare Euro cut of the Romero classic. So maybe some of you don't know, I'm sure a lot of you do, that when George A. Romero trotted this movie out and he wanted to get it publicized, or he wanted to get interest in the movie, Argento told him, Romero, that he would help to produce the movie if he could have the European cut for himself. So that's why they call it the Argento cut. So this is the DiviMax special edition. So Dario Argento and Goblin produced, or helped to produce, this movie, and Goblin did the soundtrack. And Argento was heavily involved with Goblin back in the day. I think they were called the Goblins back then. Now they're just called Goblin. Claudio Simonetti. It was called Dario Argento and the Goblins, I believe, back then. This was back in 1978. This is the Anchor Bay release. This is a really cool edition. So it's got the disc. It comes with the little insert here. So this is the, I guess, companion piece to the Holy Grail piece that I picked up I got it like about a month ago now. I haven't shown it in a video yet, but I will be showing it in my next update video. Something that I wanted for a long, long time. And I finally pulled the trigger on it. It was a little pricey, but I feel like it was a good, fair price, and it's something that I'm gonna treasure that in my collection till I'm gone. So yeah, not really much else to say about that, but I will be showing that in an upcoming video. But I'm really glad to have this piece, and this thing is like new. And I know Tom, he's a collector too. His name is Movie Game Guy 91, so you can tell that he collects movies and games, and he has a really nice collection. Okay, what else do we have in here? Looks like another DVD. Awesome. Oh wow, this is the HMV exclusive with the slipcover. This is the Toxic Avenger. Very, very cool. Thank you, Thomas. This is the 88 Films Blu-ray, all region, which I do have this movie, but I have the steelbook, so this is really cool. This comes with the green Amaray case, and it has this beautiful slipcover. So this is awesome. I don't have this in my collection, so. And this is the HMV exclusive limited edition slipcase. Comes with a fold-out poster. Thank you very much for that. That is awesome. I try not to use the word awesome too much, but this really is awesome. And it looks like he sent a couple of little trinkets. This is cool. So this, okay, let me see if I can remember. So obviously this is from Gremlins. I think they called him Stripe, or was it Spike? I think it was Stripe, and I remember watching a video. They called it the Mandela effect, right? This was one of the Mandela effects. People remembered him as Spike, but it was, in reality, his name was Stripe. I think that's how it was, or was it vice versa? But this is really cool. I really like this little guy here. What does it say in the feet? Funko 2015. Yeah, I really like that little guy. It looks like maybe his eyes may glow in the dark, because they have kind of that, it's like a yellowish white hue. Maybe if you hold it up to the light and let it charge up a little bit, it'll glow in the dark. We'll try it at the end. Very cool for that. Put that right there in the movie. We'll put this over here so we can kind of see them side by side. And it looks like there's one more thing in here, a couple more things actually. Wow. This is Universal Monsters Bendable Dracula. Awesome. 60th anniversary limited edition. See, this is what I mean. This is the kind of stuff that I really enjoyed watching back in the day. I say back in the day, that was like 8 or 10 years ago. But this was the stuff that I really enjoyed watching. And I still do. And I like collecting these little trinkets like this. So thank you very much for this too, Tom. Let's see what it says on the back. It has the Universal Monsters logo. And this is a vintage toy from 1990. That's pretty awesome. Dracula is evil incarnate. He is a fiendish, undead creature who stalks the night looking for blood to nourish himself. He hides his dark purpose behind an alluringly charming facade. He is arrogant, intelligent, and dangerous. I don't know if I should keep this in package or take it out. I mean, Thomas has kept this in plastic in package for, I mean, it looks like it's from 1990, so this thing's been in package for, 33 years? Almost 34 years. That's really nice. I'll put that off to this side over here. Yes, I know I need to cut my fingernails. And he sent me a couple of slipcovers from Code Red. That is awesome. So he sent me Slithis, another creature feature film. This is really, really cool. And he also sent me Devil's Express. That is awesome. This movie right here is wild. It's a very fun movie. It's kind of like a drive-in style movie. This movie is very good too. This is more of like a B movie, creature feature. You know, the creature in a rubber suit there, you can see. And this is a fun movie. I think this is from like 82. Let me see here. Oh, it's Code Red in conjunction with Shout Factory. I'm trying to find a year on this one. So this one has a brand new 2017 2K scan, but the movie came out in 1977, it says. So I was a little bit off. It's a little bit older than I thought it was. You can see the rubber monster. These movies are fun. This one here is just completely bonkers. I mean, it has everything in it. It has karate. It has zombies. There's horror elements. There's action elements. There's kung fu elements. If you've never seen Devil's Express, do check it out. It's very, very good. That is, hold on a second. Warhawk, Tanzania. That's his stage name. I don't know what his real name was. But he was an actual master martial artist from New York, I guess. And I believe he was a real martial artist in real life as well too. Warhawk, Tanzania. You would have to Google him to find out if that's his real name. But this movie came out in 1976. Definitely do check that one out if you ever get a chance to. And as well as this one too. So thank you very much, Thomas. I really do appreciate it. This is a beautiful edition. This is going to be like a little companion piece. Glad to have that. I have this movie, this cut of the movie, or this extended edition of the movie, I should say, a few different times, but I never did have this Anchor Bay DVD edition, and I always did want to get it. So I think I paid about $25 for that. And like I said, he had a 25 or best offer, and when I saw who it was, I said, what the heck, man, I'm going to give my boy $25. That's well worth it to me. But if it wasn't him, I probably would have tried to get it for, probably would have offered 20. And if they came back at 22.50, I would have taken that. So we got the little Universal Monster Bendy's figure, 60th anniversary edition. Very nice. I might take that out of the package, only because you can kind of see that the blister pack there, the little bubble that the Dracula is housed in, it's like a yellowish color just from age. And it looks like it's a little bit open here on the end. So I may very carefully take him out. I'm going to keep the card, the back card, the stock card, just to keep that as a collectible. And then I may just I'll probably stand the Dracula figure somewhere, maybe over here by my Jasons. I don't know. I'll find some place to put them. So very glad to have that too. And then of course we have Stripe. So if you've made it this far, please go check the description for Thomas's eBay page and also his YouTube page. And if you made it this far, hashtag Stripe. I just want to see who's watching all the way through. And I appreciate you guys watching. So for Miss Hannah, let's see. Miss Hannah and Miss Heidi, I'm your boy Toddy Walnuts. I will be uploading a video this weekend. It'll be like a kind of a small update video, and then I'm trying to put together a Bigfoot collection overview video, which I ordered a couple more editions, so they should be coming in by this weekend. If they come in by this weekend, I'll do an update video for the Bigfoot collection. I got quite a few though, so that's going to be a long video. It's either going to be really long or a couple different parts, like part 1, 2, 3 maybe, I don't know. We'll see how I feel about that, but go check out Movie Game Guy 91's YouTube channel. Subscribe to him. Tell him Toddy Walnut sent you. It'll be kind of a nod to the golden age of YouTube, like I call it. It'll just kind of bring back memories of the 10 years ago or so. All right, I'm kind of rambling, so I'm going to cut it here, guys. Have a good night. Take care. Later.